They wanted to come in and inspect the restaurant, so they walked into our kitchen. They stood there just asking me a bunch of questions. I finally had to walk them out in the back because everyone's trying to work around these guys and they're just standing there. So we go in the back and they were just asking me questions like, how many times a day do your employees wash their hands? Do you guys have this? Do you guys spray this? What chemicals do you use?
I'm gonna cry now because it's been so wonderful, like all the love and support and all the community coming together. That's what we really want. Like that's what we want to do for people, and hopefully it's like a wave of good energy that is spread throughout the city and the world. That's our goal here, to do that.
Since that recording, Monstrosity Burger has been hit with 10 more fines at $5,000 a piece. That's a total of 12 fines equaling $60,000.
Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
Lincoln J for Rebel News, and today I will be sharing with you this story of Monstrosity Burger. Now, Monstrosity Burger is one of the few restaurants that we know of in the city of Winnipeg that is allowing customers to dine in regardless of their vaccination status. As of September 3rd, in the province of Manitoba, you are required to show proof of your COVID-19 vaccination to enter certain establishments such as gyms, restaurants, bingo halls, and movie theaters. We are doing everything we can at Rebel News to fight back against these mandates, and we've launched a few campaigns to do just that. If you want to help everyday Canadians fight back against these mandates, please donate at fightvaccinepassports.com. If you're not in a position to donate, please consider signing the petition at novaxpassports.com. When the announcement regarding vaccine passports hit Manitoba, the courageous owners at Monstrosity Burger had no second thoughts when it came to the fact that they were going to allow people to dine in at their restaurant regardless of their vaccination status. This has already come with some hefty fines, 2 tickets at $5,000 each. Now, I'm going to need you to stick with me to the end of the video so you can see how you can help Monstrosity Burger fight back. Have a listen to their story.
Can I punch something in? Sure thing.
Why don't you guys give us a little bit of a background on the establishment here? How long have you guys been here for? What is it that you guys do? Just tell us a little bit about the place.
The restaurant's been here for about 20 years. We took over almost 3 years ago. My wife's worked as a waitress here for 15 years. So we took over Tuxedo Village, and a year ago in August, we started Monstrosity Burger.
As far as we know, you guys are the only restaurant in Winnipeg that is allowing people to dine in regardless of their COVID-19 vaccination status. Why is it important for you guys to go down this route?
Well, I grew up in Poland, so my parents escaped from Poland. It was communist, so I feel like this needs to be done for everybody. I just think it's really unfair that people are getting segregated in 2021. It's just not right, and we can't be okay with it and participate in that. Unfortunately, we just can't do it.
Nobody else is stepping up. We feel that we must, and hopefully other people will follow. That's the only way we're going to win this, is if we get a lot of support from other businesses willing to do the same.
You have had some law enforcement come by and issue you guys, I believe, 2 tickets, correct? Why don't you tell us a little bit about those tickets and what those experiences were like?
I believe it started with our health inspector coming. I guess somebody complained that we weren't wearing masks, and basically I decided that I just can't wear a mask anymore. It's affecting my health, and since they've let us not wear them and then flip-flopping back, it just obviously it's not about health. So I told him that I cannot wear a mask, and if he's welcome to write me a ticket if he wants. I told him that 3 times, and he didn't write me one at that particular time, and he left. And then we had, I guess a few days later, the other health inspectors come, like I've never seen them before, issue us the ticket. So I'm assuming it's like down the line it came from the original health inspector.
So just 2 days after bylaw came and issued you those 2 original tickets, the Department of Finance, the Manitoba Department of Finance, came by with some papers. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what they dropped off?
2 guys came in vests to our front door. They had vests on that said worker safety on it. They wanted to come in and inspect the restaurant, so they walked into our kitchen. They stood there just asking me a bunch of questions. I finally had to walk them out in the back because everyone's trying to work around these guys and they're just standing there. So we go in the back, and they were just asking me questions like, how many times a day do your employees wash their hands? Do you guys have this? Do you guys spray this? What chemicals do you use? Just a bunch of questions that I really couldn't answer. And so they said they would send me some links to share with the employees, and some paperwork that we had to fill out and show our compliance. So I'm really not sure what these guys were really about, but it was just kind of strange that we'd never seen them before, never even heard of them, and then all of a sudden they show up right after we were issued these tickets.
How's the reception been from the community? Good or bad, positive? How's it been overall?
Oh, I'm gonna cry now because it's been so wonderful. Like all the love and support and all the community coming together. That's what we really want. Like that's what we want to do for people, and hopefully it's like a wave of good energy that is spread throughout the city and the world. That's our goal here, to do that, and for our kids, of course, for our future generations. So it's been really great, and we're very grateful.
Yeah, we have tremendous support. People are coming from hours away to show us their support and just share the love. It's amazing how many people are coming to support us, and we're just so grateful.
We at Rebel, we don't want you guys to pay those fines. We're going to crowdfund your legal fees. We're going to get you a lawyer, and we're going to fight those fines in court. Thanks to the generous donations of viewers from all across the country, all across the world. They have your back, and they want to help you guys out, and they're fighting for Canadians just like yourself. How does that make you guys feel?
We're so touched by that, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you guys so much for all your support. We really appreciate that.
Well, you're not going to believe what's happened since the recording of that interview. Since that recording, Monstrosity Burger has been hit with 10 more fines at $5,000 a piece. That's a total of 12 fines equaling $60,000. And not only that, they've received a closure notice for indoor dining, meaning that they can only serve customers through takeout. It is clear that we're going to need a strong legal team to fight back against these unjust measures. Now, if you want to be a part of that fight, if you want to help the owners of Monstrosity Burger fight back against these unjust fines, please consider donating at fightthefines.com. Again, we are going to do everything in our power to back Dave and Paulina 100%. And if you're a business owner who does not want to put up with these measures, you do not want to discriminate against who can come in and out of your establishment based on their COVID-19 vaccine status, please go to We Won't Ask, fill out a form, and we'll tell your story. For Rebel News, I'm Lincoln J. Like I said earlier, guys, we are doing everything in our power to fight back against these mandates. If you want to help Canadians all across the country who are being discriminated against because of their vaccination status, please consider donating at fightvaccinepassports.com.